Hello there guys, welcome in another part. So right now what we're gonna do, we're gonna play a bit with our texturing and with the rest. So I found some textures and I'm gonna start to play with them. So let's start, for example, from this wall. We're just gonna get the UV, we're gonna get the planar mapping, projection. As you can see, it's gonna be Z from Z-axis and project, and so as you can see it's projected like this, but it's not really good. Something like that will be fine. Okay, so let's get this one. Let's create new material. Let's call it wall texture 1, and let's go to our textures and let's play with them. So I have some of them here. Maybe let's check this wall. How does it look? Well, this one looks pretty good, but could be a bit smaller, and I don't really know why it doesn't really show in me. Probably it's too big. Okay, so let's leave it this one for now. Probably it's too big, that way it doesn't really want to show me, or change the the render. So show me this. It's just too big. I don't really like it. If I'm gonna tile this, no, maybe 3 times. 3 times is good, but we can still see seams. But from far, it doesn't really show that much. Let's go right now on inside. And this one, let's set up new material. And I have a really nice texture as a wallpaper. But we need to tile it. On Z, we're gonna tile this like 10, and this one need to be like a bit more, 20. Is it good? No, not really. 20 like this. This one is much better. Really nice, I like it. At this point, let's just get the let's get our floor. Let's duplicate this and let's bring it up. The way how the ceiling should be is somewhere here. Okay, let's have a look. Is it good? Like this should be fine. As you can see, the wallpaper, it's really nice. Okay, so let's take the floor now. And let's find from the textures what we want. Which one gonna match? This one, no, this one should be also a wall. This one, no. Let's have this one. but this one is pretty big, I see. Yeah, it's just way too big as a size. Just waiting for the render, see how this might look like. It just, yeah, it just way too big. Let's take this one. Let's go to planar mapping, and this one need to be Y because let's have a look how it's looking. It's okay. Let's have a look after the render. Yeah, it's looking fine, but it's not really that destroyed as we want. But don't worry, this one can be fine, and the paper can be fine as well. Okay, so from right now we're gonna take this one. We're gonna assign as inside wall. We need to take this, put this one as planar mapping, and this one gonna be Z, because you can see from here. Project, really nice, but it's really stretched out. Let's do it again. And let's bring it to the size how we want it. Yeah, like this, it's fine. Let's take this one out right now. Let's get the planar mapping. This one will be X. Project. Okay, that was two pieces over here, so even more than two. Right now we just can project that. Take this. Inside wall. Okay, it's looking fine. So let's take a preview render. Yeah, it's looking okay. You can see how easy it is to get textures right. Like, this is just for testing. We're not gonna do much for it. We're just gonna clean it up later. Just see like overall look of it. This one's gonna be a bit more tricky. Actually, I'm just gonna go automatical for now. And I need to select the faces. Get this one as an inside wall. And preview this as Z. This one might be too small, but we don't worry about this for now. This part we need to put it out. Okay. I'm not really happy with this wall. And I'm not happy with the floor for now because the texture is just way too big. Check the high quality one. No, it still doesn't really preview this texture. Let's change the material. It's gonna be let's pick up this one for now. Well, I don't really like it, but let's tile it like 5. Is it a big 5? Doesn't really tile, so you need to work with this in Photoshop, and it doesn't. I don't really like it, but okay. We're gonna make it tileable. So this one needs to be made tileable, and wallpaper need to be looking a bit more destroyed. So we're gonna tile this in Photoshop. It's gonna be way more easier, like make bigger and just make it a bit more destroyed. Floor, okay, I don't really like it, but we're gonna go for this. Let's check another part like this one. So we're gonna create another one. And let's check other textures like this one, for example. Wow, this texture is heavy. Okay, why heavy? Yeah, I need to reduce this texture then. As well, we need to go to Photoshop to reduce it. Just have a look if we can tile this. How it's gonna look. Well, it's way too big. I mean, from the size. But overall look, it's amazing. I really like it. This one will stay here. That's definitely. Okay, so I show you more or less the way how to play with the textures in the house. Just get some textures, play with them, and on the next part I'm gonna go over the Photoshop stuff, how we're gonna tile them, and how we're gonna make it applicable. Like you see, this one is way too big in the size, but it's looking great. It's not gonna run in the engine, so well, it's not running in Maya, so in engine it's just gonna slow down performance. So see you in the next part.